Good day, welcome to the pH Balance, where we talk about natural health, movement, breath, all of those yummy topics. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications bell. It will let you know when I upload new content. Of course, it will help my channel, help spread my message of natural health. Today I wanted to talk about breath a little bit in combination with exercise. When we think about a movement like a bench press, oftentimes you see people doing a bench press and they'll hold their breath as they push. So they'll be at the bottom and they'll go and they'll create all this tension inside of their body, which could, pop blood vessels or create like excess pressure in the brain because all the oxygen and blood is rushing there and there's a forceful press. I don't know how healthy this is, and I think even if you have the same effect but we let a little bit of air out, I think it will release some of that pressure, not to cause extra damage internally. The way that I wanted to share about this in my experience is to keep the channels open is a really beneficial practice for health, for longevity. Let's call it that, because you can get short-term results by forcing and by pushing. But in terms of longevity, I don't know how useful it is for a longer term lifestyle. I think we're going to get damaged eventually. And that's not to say don't experiment with the breath. I think the breath is a wonderful tool to experiment with, and it should be experimented with lovingly. What I want to offer you today is just to keep the channels open. So if you're doing a handstand, if you're doing a bench press, a push-up, a squat, just keep the channel of breath open. So there can be moments of holding or pausing your breath, but just be aware of how much pressure is building internally when you're pushing or doing something that costs you a bit of energy, that's demanding. So when we do a cartwheel, for example, I'm trying to practice exhaling throughout the whole thing, and inhaling obviously as well, but exhaling through the motion of it. This is going to be really beneficial for me to keep all those pathways open and allow the blood to flow and allow all the energy to flow where it needs to flow. And that's it. It's a really short one today because I really just wanted to help people enjoy exercise. When we push and force our way to get somewhere, even if it's in business, even if it's in physical stuff, even if it's in maths at school, or whatever it is, when we fight and push and grit our teeth the way through something, it's much less enjoyable than when we just go, okay, this task is hard, but I can breathe through it, I can keep these channels open. And then you can release completely like this. Keep the channels open. I'm not always the best at it. I forget sometimes, but I'm just reminding myself and reminding you. Stay grateful, have a wonderful day. See you next time.